Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another Talking Bliss section. Mm. Guys, I'm so excited. Before I start, shout out to my 3,000 subscribers. Thank you so much for supporting me. Thank you so much for always stopping by. Thank you so much for being part of this movement. I'll not be where I am today on my channel without your support, without all your support, and I'm very grateful. So if this is your first time on this channel, please kindly join the movement. Do well to subscribe to my channel by clicking the subscribe button, and do not forget to turn on the notification bell so you get notified whenever I release a new video. Today we are going to be doing a question and answer Q&A. I asked people on my Instagram and both my YouTube here to ask me questions they've been wanting to ask me, and I made an anonymous link for my Instagram. And guys, I got a whole lot of perverted questions. I'm like, bro, where are these questions coming from? A lot of questions that I cannot even answer on my channel here. Questions like what's your butt size, what are you wearing, a lot of perverted questions. I'm like, how do you want me to come on live to answer it? Well, but I got a lot of very very good questions, and today I'm going to be answering them. So guys, let's jump right into the video. So the first question here is just a positive check-in. I hope you are doing good. Thank you so much for asking. Well, this past few weeks have been very challenging. I had a rough starting of September. It has been challenging for me. I've been going through a lot myself, but I trust God for his strength, and yeah, I'm fine. Thank you so much for asking. Another question here is, please, would you advise me to go to airlines and submit my CV? Of course, yes. If you stay in places like Lagos, Abuja, where you can have access to the headquarters of each and every one of these airlines, you have to go there. You know what you do? You dress well, go with your CV so that you can get contact of one or two. Sometimes when they want to employ people, they don't even check their mail. Most airlines is the CV that is on their table, they kind of check. So when you want to submit your CV, it's very advisable. If you're close by, it's very advisable here in Nigeria for you to go to the head office of each and every one of these airlines with your CV, dressing very well so that you can make one or two connections, and then so that they can see you and then you market yourself. Okay, so that's very advisable. That's my advice for you. So another question is, how much did it cost for you to be an air hostess? Well, I attended Nigeria College of Aviation Technology, and our school fees there is 366,500, and also I had to pay money for my medicals. That's about 20,000 naira, and then I had to pay also for my license. So I actually made a video on the top 5 aviation schools. In that video, I actually talk about the cost also of each and every one of the schools, so you can go and check it out. Okay. So another question here is okay, who is your aviation inspiration, or what is your inspiration? Before I got into the aviation industry, I did not have an inspiration. Like, I did not have anybody, a role model I was looking up to. My inspiration for being in the aviation industry is because I had a dream, and in the dream I saw myself lifting plane when I was young, when I was around 14 years, and I kind of pursued it. I felt it was God that gave me that inspiration, and that's why I'm here today. I actually don't have any family member in the aviation industry. I don't have anyone that, even till now, but now I've gotten some people that are in the aviation industry that I really love, and they are inspiration to me. But my major inspiration is the fact that I had a dream, and anytime I remember that my dream, I keep on being very inspired. Okay, so that was good. Another question is, can you please tell us how to cope in aviation school during our stay there? Okay, you just have to be yourself, but the thing is that it depends on the location. Like, if you're coming to the north and you have not been to the north before, like you want to come to Nigeria College of Aviation Technology and you're coming to the north to school, you have to adjust in some kind of ways, like their cultures, the way they dress. You just browse about the states, but then when you're in the school, the way you can cope is just by being yourself. Just be yourself. That's the truth. Be very friendly. You're a cabin crew, learn to smile. You don't know who is who. A student, a person that is there can be someone that will help you get a job and all of that. So just be yourself, be very friendly, be kind also. And then in coping, whatever state that you are going to go and do your aviation school, try and browse up about their culture, what is acceptable there, because you cannot come into the north and then you start dressing anyhow. You understand? So that's all. You are going to cope. It's just like normal school. There is nothing special or different. It's just that you go through a lot of stress, and then you should be ready to read your book always, because there will always be tests, there will always be exams. So that is it. So another question is, how are you guys trained for emergency situation, and where are you guys trained? Okay, we are always trained. Every year we have this kind of renewal of license every year as a cabin crew. So currently, now that I work, my airline is actually responsible for my training. So every year I go for my training. I'm trained in a class, and then we do our evacuation drills. We go to the airport and just do a kind of visual evacuation drills, and then we do firefighting also. Then we do ditching and all of that. So that's how we are trained, just a normal way. We go back to class and then we do our practicals. So another question is, are you single and searching? This is not just another question. I got a lot of questions like this. By the way, I'm single, but I'm not searching. Okay, I'll be found. Thank you. So another question here, and I actually linked two questions together. Somebody asked me, do you plan on becoming a pilot, and do you know the process it takes? And then another person asked me, I've been hearing you want to become a pilot. Why haven't you gone for your training? Of course, yes, I want to be a pilot, and that's the reason why I come through being an air hostess, and I know the process it takes. But the major thing is that it takes a lot of money, and that money is what I don't have, and that's the reason why I've not gone for my training. Okay, but I'm very much interested, and if you have it in mind to help me, please do well to help me. I'm open for help. I'm ready to be helped. Okay. Another question is, can I work as a flight attendant while doing my NYSC? Well, I'm not sure how you're going to go about it, but if you get your job as a flight attendant in a particular state, and that same state is where you're being posted to do your training and your primary place of assignment, your PPA also, yeah, if that's the same place, there's a way you can work it out and still be doing your flight attendant job and work as a flight attendant. So I'm not very sure about that. Another question is, I would love to get ideas on what to wear for pictures on my CV. Picture if possible, and also I love your videos and you're pretty. Thank you very much for your compliments, and I'll make a video about this. I'm going to make a video about this because I got a lot of questions like that on how, like, tips for interview and all of that. But then if you are the one that send this message, please kind of DM me personally on my Instagram. Yeah, I'm going to send you a picture of something you can wear and then we'll discuss. So another question is, hello Bliss, how are you? I'm fine, thank you. Please, how are you navigating life as a CCM? Well, life is just there. Life has been fine. Sometimes it's challenging, sometimes it's nice, sometimes it's sweet, sometimes you are frustrated, sometimes you are tired of working and a lot of things, but yeah, it's fine. And again, the person still asked, I mean expenses in Kano and Kano living generally. Anyways, I actually made the decision to stay in Kano because I lived in Lagos, I lived in Abuja before I moved to Zaria, and I actually like the north because of the fact that it's calm in this place, and I believe if I'm in Lagos, I'll be missing my flight because there's a lot of hold up, choked up. I don't like the way Lagos is very, very choked up. I cannot stand, and it's a very rough and rugged area, so that's the reason why. And Kano has been very nice for me. I love Kano. I love staying here in Kano. Yeah. And expenses also, it's very cheap here in Kano. Like, I'm talking about transportation. Transportation is very cheap, and cost of living, left for me, is very cheap compared to other places like Abuja or Lagos. Okay. So also, I just got my license. Congratulations to you. Congratulations. I wish you the very best in your career. And also, I am a bit chubby. Will that be a hindrance for job? I weigh 60 something. I don't know how chubby you are, but I don't think it will be an hindrance for your job. And then if you're very, very chubby like that, you can actually take exercise to reduce yourself. But if you're 60 something, it depends on whatever airline you want to work with. And then please, can you send me a DM on my Instagram? Let me see your picture and kind of like assess you. But then the good thing is that if you're chubby, you can actually reduce. You can go for exercises and some things to reduce. Okay. Someone asked me, how tall are you? I'm 166 centimeters tall. That's 5'5" feet. Okay, I'm very tall, very, very tall. If you see me, very tall, very tall. Someone asked, what are your dream airline you want to work for? My dream airline, Fly Emirates, Lufthansa, Qatar, any airline that is good, international airline, because I've been really wanting to work with international airline. Yeah, but my major dream airline, I think, is Fly Emirates and Lufthansa. Then I also like British Airways. Yeah, I just remembered I like British Airways a lot. Yeah, another question is, what are your native languages? I have just one native language, and that's I'm a Yoruba person. Another question is, please, can you help us with how to write our CVs and possible interview questions and answer? Yeah, I'm going to make a video on that. Don't worry, very soon I'll make a video on that. Another question is, Beethoven or Bach? I don't understand what you're talking about, bro. I do not understand. Beethoven or Bach, whatever. So another question is, okay ma'am, basically I'm slightly conflicted. I just finished high school 4 years ago and it's been a rocky path for me. I have a dream of being a flight attendant, and I'm yet to enroll in NCAT. Still saving up though. So my question is, does it really matter with my high school certificate getting a job? I've made a video on this where I talk about the requirements to being a flight attendant. You do not, the real requirement is you should be 18 years old and then have your high school certificate. You do not need to have any other certificate. But however, having those other certificates is an added advantage for you when you're looking for a job. And also, sorry about whatever you're going through. You said it's been rocky for you. I pray God stay with you and God uplift you, God raise money for you and finance and every other thing. So someone asked me, when was the last time you lied? I cannot remember, but it's been a long time. I don't like lying. I'm a child of God, so as a child of God, I do not lie, okay? Yeah, thank you. Someone asked me, I think you're beautiful. Thank you very much. You don't even need to think, safe. I'm beautiful, thank you. And you make a good wife and mother in the name of Jesus and Mary. Thank you. Okay. Another question here is, what's your butt size? Who sent you? Like, who sent you to my channel? Like, why do you want to know my butt size? For what? Another question here is, hello, my name is Hayatu, and since my question is lengthy, I decided to navigate the anonymous message. How did you enter the aviation sector? And what motivated you to start up a YouTube channel? Well, what motivated me was actually the dream I had. I think I've talked about this. I had a dream where I saw myself lifting a plane. That was I was 14 years at that period. And that was the time I was trying to take jump and also write my work. And I was confused on what to do. Like, in career-wise, I did not know what to do. So since I saw myself lifting a plane, I got gingered. But then it was till I came to Zaria, and one day I just saw, the front of aviation, there is a plane crafted in front of it. So when I saw that plane, I remembered my dream, and ever since then I started pursuing it. And right now I have a passion, a very, very big passion for it, and that's what motivated me. And that's how I got into the aviation sector. And the person also asked, what motivated you to start up a YouTube channel? All my motivations is God. Honestly, anything I do, anything you see me doing, trust me, God has like laid it down in my heart for a very long time. Even before I started like being a flight attendant, I've always wanted to be a YouTuber. I've always wanted to be a YouTuber, and I'm very sure God placed it in my heart. So sometimes last year I forgot about the dream. Like, I was just saying I want to be a YouTuber, but I never pursued it. I was not really that interested until sometimes last year I just started having dreams, and then God started speaking to me to start up a channel. And so yeah, here I am. So that's what motivated me. All my motivation is God. And then, if so, name someone who inspired you. I told you God inspired me. Someday I would love to meet you on board. Same here. Anytime you see me, let me know. So someone asked me, who do you miss the most? Nobody. All my people around me, and I kind of don't miss people. When I'm with you, that's all. When I leave, I don't know, I don't miss people. But I'm not missing anybody right now. So someone asked, what are the travel benefits and privileges that comes with your job? It actually depends on the airline you work with, but then the travel benefit is the fact that you can travel from any state to another state free of charge. Yeah, in Nigeria, but I don't know of international flights. And then there are some benefits that come. It depends on whatever airline you work with. Some airlines, you have free tickets for your family in a month. Some airlines, you have, there are a lot of privileges like that. You have allowances and all of that. But for me, I have the benefit of traveling from one state to another without paying free of charge with whatever airline I want to travel with in Nigeria. Yeah. Another question is, how many flights do you go on weekly? Well, we kind of work with roster. We work with roster. Like, there's a roster made down for us. So if you are roster to fly, you fly. But then there are some rules and regulations, which are the duty time limitation. In a day, I cannot fly more than 14 hours. And then in a week, I cannot fly 7 days consecutively. I have to have about 8 to 9 hours rest before my next flight. So on an average, in a week, I fly about 4 to 5 times, sometimes 3 times. Just depends on how the roster is, okay? So another question is, when you fly to another state, does airline pay for your accommodation? Of course, yes. I can't go to another state and be stranded. So they want to take care of your accommodation and your feeding and then your transport, okay? So someone asked me, one thing you cannot survive without. I cannot survive without God. Without God, I'll be dead. I will not even be alive. Another question, do you have a boyfriend? Why are you asking me? Of course. Why? Just tell me why. You guys are asking me, I'm single, I have a boyfriend. Why? Okay, fine. I don't have a boyfriend. Another question is, I have a huge crush on you. Okay, this is not a question. Thank you very much for crushing. Another question is, Ma, I graduate. Please don't even call me Ma. It's weird. Please, my name is Blessing or Bliss. I graduated high school 2017, and I haven't been to no college. Just been working to save up for both my brother and I for my high school certificate. I think I've talked about this before. Another question is, what's your dream job? My dream job is to be a pilot, to kind of fly that plane one day. So that's my dream job. Another question is, how will you know an airline is recruiting or hiring for cabin crew members? Also, have you ever thought of applying for international airlines? Well, you know an airline is recruiting by putting your ears down. That's why I said when you want to submit your CV, it's very advisable you go there, get the contact of one or two persons, always send them messages, be very polite, call them once in a while. Once it's time to recruit, they will tell you. And there are times that this hiring is very, 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 they used to do it very in a secret form that people is not going to be opened just for people they know. They kind of tell them. So you have to put your ear down, make your connection, and then put your ears down. So yeah, I've thought of working in an international airline a lot of times. I've dreamt of it. If I get the opportunity, I'll go. Yeah, fine. So another question is, what got you into aviation, and what are the job opportunities where you are from in Africa? I've talked about what got me into the aviation. My dream inspired me, and that's the reason why I'm here. And the job opportunities where I am in Africa is very slim. I'll tell you the truth. Especially like being a flight attendant and all of that. The job opportunity here is slim. But then with God, all things are forced to do. So another question is, introvert or extrovert? I don't know. I used to say I'm an introvert, but then my friend says I'm an extrovert. I just know I'm in between, but I'm an introvert, I'm an extrovert. So another question here is, I'm always wondering what happens when a plane takes off and a person's phone isn't on airplane mode. Basically, nothing happens. But then it's very advisable for you to turn off your mobile phone for takeoff and for landing, because just to avoid like the navigational system of the aircraft, you know, the ATC and the pilots are always communicating, so it can interfere. Your network and all of that can interfere with the aircraft navigational system, but then nothing happens. Okay. But I'm not saying that you should go and leave your phone, or when the cabin crew instructs you to off your phone. Please and please always try to listen to instructions from your cabin crew, okay? So another question is, can a street person be a flight attendant? According to my understanding of street, a street person is someone that is very ras, like they're very, very ras. And if you're a ras person, I think it will be very difficult for you to work as a flight attendant, because trust me, passengers will step on your nerves. Like they'll make you angry, and then if you are someone that you are ras, you cannot control yourself, you will have a lot of problems working as a flight attendant. However, I don't tell people that you cannot do this job. I don't tell people you cannot do this. You can do it. If you really want to do it, you kind of work on yourself. If you know you're a street person, work on yourself, work on your personality, and then you'll be good. You'll be good to go. Then another question is, how much does it cost to be a flight attendant? It depends on whatever location you are. It depends on whatever school you want to go to. I don't know. Try and make your inquiries. But I actually have a video. If you're in Nigeria and you want to make inquiries on how much it costs, I have a video, and I'll be leaving the link somewhere above my head here. I'll be leaving a link of where I talk about the 5 top aviation schools we have in Nigeria, and I talk about the cost and everything you need to know about each and every one of the schools. Guys, we've come to the end of these videos. Like, I have a lot of questions, but I don't want my video to be very, very long. So that's all. Thank you so much for watching this video to the very end. Please and please stay tuned. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and see you in my next video. Thank you. Bye bye.